How about this one? A standalone game in the NBA tonight. We're going to spend a little bit of time here, but we're going to recap it a little bit later in the show. Raptors Bucks. How about this total drop, Teddy? Opens up at 219 at multiple outlets here at SportsbookReview.com. I'm even showing now offshore, Teddy, 214 and a half showing up. That's an amazing drop on a standalone game tonight.
Yeah, and when we consider the series, there's only been one under in the whole series. That was game one. So the last three games have all gone over the total. But the betting markets say, get those asterisks out. All right. The Bucks had a great offensive game in game two, and that's what sent it over the total. Game three needed double overtime to get over the total. And yeah, after one OT, it was still under. Game four, the Raptors had the great offensive game, and really tremendous offensive game from Toronto. So we had great offensive game, double OT, great offensive game. The last three, the markets are saying, especially if we're talking about game five, as this series, these two teams know each other now. Series tend to get bogged down into slower paced affairs around this time of the series. That's why all the wise guy money's come on this under. It's not about season averages right now. It's about, I'm not convinced the execution is going to be there on offense. We're expecting Milwaukee to do better on defense, and the pace may not be all that fast in what could turn out to be a grinder of a series as you look at game 5, 6, and potentially 7.
We'll break that game down a little bit more in just a few moments. But how about this one yesterday, Teddy? You could hear the parlays explode from Las Vegas all the way to New Jersey yesterday with the White Sox fresh off a monster victory. Can the Sox make it 2 in a row? Let's take a look today. Giolito and Martin on SBRodds.com opened up offshore anywhere between minus 195 to 200. But seeing some money coming back here, Teddy, on Giolito and the White Sox down around 180, 185, 178, depending on where you're shopping at, with a total of 9. Can it happen again today for those White Sox, Teddy?
And it's funny that you mentioned the parlays. I had an opportunity yesterday to talk with Jeff Davis from Caesars Sportsbook here in Las Vegas. And he's like, the Astros are a team like no other right now. They're literally on every single parlay we take every day. And they'd won 12 of their last 13 and had the lead last night. But lo and behold, the White Sox get hot. The youngsters, Jimenez and Tilson, hit 3 bombs, score 4 runs, 6 RBIs. Quote, Rick Renteria, it's a big pick-me-up. Basically what it does is reaffirms what they're capable of doing. It's a very good club on the other side. They've got some good chuckers. We were fortunate. So the markets like Chicago's offense a little bit, and they like Giolito. They really do. His last 3 starts, 3-0 with an 0.93 ERA. He leads the team in wins, shut down Toronto last time out, and decent ERA in Houston. 3 career starts against the Astros, 0-2, but he has a 2.57 ERA on this field. Meanwhile, Maben for the Astros, he's not. There's signs for Maben, but he's a young pitcher who is going through some growing pains. 5 hits, 4 walks over 4 innings in his second career start on Saturday at Boston was not a pretty effort.
Yeah, it looks like about 9 innings total on the season for the young pitcher. We'll see how that works out. But it's always interesting, Teddy, even though I don't really partake in lines that high, but I'm not going to lie. I sort of get a little bit of a chuckle when you see it go the other way, knowing that how many people just penciled that in as an automatic winner. It's gambling. It's human. These teams are going to win games as they did yesterday.